There's some obstacles to engineering the tax cuts that he would like.
Indeed.
And whether they'll be paid for or not, or will they just be an expansion of the deficit. But I think there are clear signs that this administration is looking to cut corporate taxes, if not this year, then later in the year or early next year. And I think the markets have not fully priced that in.
Okay, well, that's an interesting angle, because my next question to you was going to be, but are the markets not overpriced now? Because, as you said, we are going to get changes to fiscal policy, whether it be this year or next year. Right now, from what I can tell, the markets are pricing in something in 2017. If we're then pushing that out, or certainly the impact on the markets until 2018, are we not in danger of seeing a fairly hefty pullback on those expectations?
There could be disappointment, you're right. But if you look at EPS projections from bottom-up analysts, over the last 9 weeks, there has been virtually no change. That is to say, the bottom-up analysts have not forecast any gains from tax cuts. And those gains could be substantial, whether they're this year or early next year. Every 5 percentage points net cut in the corporate tax rate translates into 4 percentage point increases in earnings per share growth. These are very big numbers.
They are big numbers.
They're very big numbers.
Huge numbers, in fact.
Gigantic numbers, yes.
Okay, so...
And the valuation side, I should add, was supportive to start with.
It was, but you're saying that the analysts aren't forecasting any EPS growth, so they're not taking into these potential tax cuts that may or may not be around the corner to the corporate tax rate. But does that mean that the share price, the valuations right now are overvalued? Because
no, I don't think so.
Whether or not they're not taking into account the potential tax cuts around the corner, but are they overvalued for now, for this point in time?
I don't think so. I'm not suggesting that markets are going to go in a straight line.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They never do. What I'm saying is the broad direction, I think, has been set, and that is that we see remaining substantial value in the US and elsewhere in the equity asset class, which is substantially underowned versus fixed income, and certainly versus very low yielding cash.